I want to share knowledge that I pulled from TikTok. So here comes the What the Fuss episodes. God knows what number. Last time we did TikTok ban? No? Last time we did this. The dude economy. After I figure out what it is, we kind of discussed it. It's nice when a dude comes in and helps you out. It's like, what the hell? But first you have to find them. And it's like, dude economy is like the greater emergency than typing in when you see something on fire or someone getting stabbed, because that doesn't happen. Dude economy is about you know what you need, and it's an emergency because it will boost your productivity, right? Someone comes in and fixes everything and looks at the problem and looks at what you want to do and helps you out, gives you advice. Very fucking simple shit. Of course, you have to pay for it, but it's great to take care of your productivity. It's often fucking worth it, you know? We simply don't have that service, and I don't think it would be that expensive, anyways. Plus, you never know if you can be a dude too, and you can be helpful, and you can get sucked into that service business section in order to fix other people's problems. And all of a sudden, everyone's helping each other again. How cool is that? That will take time. Now it's just theoretical, especially when we're fucking isolated beyond belief. And we need all kinds of dudes. Smart engineering type, everyone who gets to learn a specific skill and have specific tools that they have accumulated and mastered. Who knows, right? That was the last thing we talked about. So you can check out many other videos I've made. Just type in what the fuss, right? In this, you'll get there. You'll get there, guys. In fact, you might see like the most popular ones, and it's just like drama plagued or face plagued. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting stuff coming from TikTok. Let me speedrun this thing as best as I can.
Turns out paper straws are actually terrible for the environment. They're also very bad for us. They may even be worse for the planet than plastic ones. I'll explain. Like plastic straws, paper straws also...
You don't
Here's
you don't
something
need
they don't-
an explanation unless you want to check out their personal TikTok. Because you're probably not going to care about the explanation, but like there's actually forever chemicals in the paper straws too. And just we're talking about straws. And the dude makes a conclusion that maybe there's the best thing to do is not use straws at all. And it's like, what kind of fucking idiots use straws in the first place? I don't understand. You know, we need Andrew Tate to slap them in the face.
teach you when you're a
Crazy.
kid, you're going to have to start your life over at some point. Every single adult I know has had to do this at least once with their career or their marriage or their social circle or everything. Right now, social
Very interesting. I'm not sure
media
how
is
much I
full of
want to
people
show
who
it
have lost
actually.
their jobs or had their careers altered by the new president or found out that they're about to be replaced by AI. Right now, a woman somewhere just found out that her husband has children with
This guy went to college learning radio and got replaced, got a multi-million-dollar business built. Now he fucking flexed on us, actually.
But other times it turned out I was just wrong about who I was and what I could do.
Got replaced, talked about KFC, that an old man just like realized, oh, I can build a business. You can't just realize the business is just handing people something that they want to buy, or just positioning items where there's a lack of those items, but people still want those items to be there. For me personally, when I look at this, build a business thing, I feel like people have a lack of confidence and lack of structure when it comes to building their own business. That's why we would need dude economy the most, just to enable small people to do whatever they think would work, like to try their business venture, maybe it actually grows. Just throw them in the streets and try and help them sell something, and right, like give them the skills that they need to sell things, like attracting customers, uh, either advertisements, buying them required equipment, all that shit. The dude economy will take care of that. Imagine that. This is what's missing. Only when you hit 70 years old can an epiphany happen of like, oh shit, I can't build my own business. Why am I working for other people? They don't even know how to give me a fucking job. That's most of the time what's happening. It's crazy.
I want to show you just how dire things are getting in Florida. Yeah, Florida real estate right now, big, big problems. And let me show you, this is Broward County, all right? This is just Broward County. There are almost 18,000 homes for sale in Broward County. Yeah, take a look at this.
It's finally happening. The bubble is bursting of all kinds.
Look at this.
And all of a sudden, houses are for sale. And this wave is gonna trickle down to, yes, the housing crisis is gonna go away. Because finally people are slapped in the face by Donald Trump's, esteem. And they cannot hold on to the dream that they will just be able to keep rising the house prices, because a lot of people want to leave America. A lot of people are just downsized out of their expensive homes or whatever. Like, who knows what's actually going on? But this is a victory right there. These red dots is a fucking victory, bro.
Elon Musk is an unelected bureaucrat and he's doing all this terrible stuff.
And he counters this argument by saying that the real unelected officials would be running around and doing whatever they want if, when the president is elected, he cannot appoint staff and just make changes to the organizations below him. And that's why he appointed Elon Musk, because, well, of course, he gets support from Elon Musk. He gets the fucking esteem support, and a lot of voters come from that side. Recognizing that these are like strong men working together, basically. Even if Elon Musk is a fucking deranged lunatic, he still can get a new job and do it well, because, well, he did some things right. He went all the way. He didn't burn his fucking billions of dollars that he accumulated. He didn't burn that. He's good for something. So if Donald Trump can actually appoint him for something, like, of course, he has the power to appoint anyone, anywhere, to do anything that is necessary for the country based on his, perception. So why people are freaking out about this? It makes no fucking sense.
You ever see a meme that is just too spicy to be real? I'm talking a meme like this one in 1919.
There was a insight that just kind of hit you in the head of like, most businesses have to take care of their shareholders and not the employees. The employees just get thrown out like trash. They're not getting treated. In fact, this was a crazy lawsuit of an invasive competitor telling that of like, why are you raising wages or some bullshit like that. You can't do that because you have to take care of shareholders, as if the laws are giving BlackRock all the power to control what happens in every company. Which means basically you must never fucking sell shares because fucking BlackRock will enter. This is America only, I believe.
Ford wanted to use extra profits to raise employee wages and employ more people. Dodge sued them, saying a corporation's only responsibility is to increase shareholder value. This set the precedent for
the only responsibility, and it's legally binding.
Current U.S. corporate law. They even provide a source. And what is up with this logo? So just to clarify, one company says, hey, I'm going to pay my employees better because that's the right thing to do. then a different company, their competitor. Objection, Your Honor. Objection. Illegal. Yeah, a really good habit to get in is
It's crazy. And again, BlackRock is behind this because they're the biggest shareholders and they basically warped laws around themselves. It is crazy.
All right, hear me out here. You know, I figured out a way to make everybody happy. Cuba is.
Thank you.
Remember, toxic creatures will display bright colors as a warning of their toxic.
Thank you for letting me know this is crazy.
So, I mean, the sort of the left wanted to make comedy illegal, you know? Like, you can't make fun of anything. So then it's like, comedy sucks. It's like, nothing's funny. You can't make fun of anything. It's like, legalize comedy. Yeah.
Let's have fun.
Super important question that Korean forums are going crazy over. If you're born again and you have to choose one of these letters.
By the way, what would I choose? Because, like, you kind of see the whole map, right? You get Africa, bro. A, Africa. Trash. B, Africa. C, still Africa, bro. But you get Eastern Europe, a big chunk of that. Bad. D, trash. But, I mean, Australia, it's kind of trash, to be honest. I kind of chose D, but, like, it's trash. Everything's trash, basically. Alright, guys? Everything's trash. That's the funny thing. They made the world into trash because you can, because there's regions of, like, American region, which is great. Then the second tier European region that was cut into Africa, and just, like, it's almost like they're indirectly mocking me, basically. F is kind of bad, but probably the best choice. It's just the north, you know? Like, you're way too up north. If you spawn up north, like, it fucking sucks. You spawn in Greenland, like, it sucks. Yeah, choose your spawn points. And the funniest is the G, which is, do you want to spawn in North Korea or South Korea? How different would that be? Yeah, bro. They actually cut off Brazil because it's too good for Americans to even have a chance. So, do you want to spawn in America, or are you gonna spawn in all those fucking weird places? And it's just fascinating. Yeah, they got it. They got us cooked. E is pretty good. I think E is, like, pretty good. And F, E, F. Those are pretty decent regions, balanced. You know, they suck, but they're kind of cool. You kind of know what to expect.
I am become meme. Yeah, pretty much. I'm living the meme. It's like this living
Absolutely, he's so happy now.
the dream.
Am I the only person that truly understands how the Democrats in New York just got totally played by Donald Trump? Here's how Donald Trump's
I don't remember what this is.
mom turned governor.
Oh yeah, it's just some fucking weird tax gets destroyed and he's gonna sue back because, like, why not, right? Why not expose yourself as a little bitch?
Never go all day without opening a window. Even
Listen to this guy's advice, and I will have to play the whole thing because this is so fucking crucial. Now, the sad part is that I probably want to close the window when it's nighttime because it's so fucking hard to wake up when it's cold. Like, my body just can't fucking wake up when it's cold. You have to, like, control temperature somehow, or wake up and close the window, and then eventually you really wake up to open the window again. I almost always want to have a window open, basically, because the moment I close the window, I start lacking oxygen. I'm just, like, fucking dying inside when I close the window. This is, like, the most serious health advice you will ever get, so fucking take it seriously. This is such a serious health advice to the point where that is COVID. That is the pandemic. That we just sitting in rooms with closed windows and suffocating, basically. And you add a little bit of fear to that mixture, and that's COVID right there. Add a little bit of everyone's dying. Thomas is screaming at them. across the world. Everyone's dying from something. We don't understand anything. And yeah, that's what it is. And potentially when people like test you, like maybe for how long you have been suffocating, that's what they're testing medically. Who knows, man, how the rabbit hole goes? How? But technically, this is the equivalent that I found to be the pandemic that
Even
we
if it's
survived.
cold, research shows that opening your window helps get fresh air, remove the stale, bacteria-ridden air. The more you're inside,
Absolutely.
the more humidity and mold can build in the air indoors, especially if you don't use your fan. Open a window for just 2 to 5 to 10 minutes. Get some fresh air in your house.
Yeah, molds can attack. It's crazy.
Clean the air. Plus, cold air is proven by science to be better for you, contains more oxygen, helps to wake up your body, improve blood flow. So
I don't want to wake up. It's too cold.
seriously, open a window just for a few minutes, get some fresh
As long as possible. For as long as possible. Your window has to be open, even a fucking tiny sliver of the window.
We spent
I'm telling you,
20 billion of our tax dollars doing what to animals?
Injecting puppies with cocaine, staging hamster fight clubs, putting dead turtles on treadmills.
Let's Go Fight Club is real.
Cats have marbles shoved up their rectums and are electroshocked to make them defecate in constipation experiments. Examine the effects of party drugs on...
PETA didn't catch these criminals.
When you are an extremely highly intelligent, actually becomes...
Well, she lists all the problems, what happens when you are intelligent. And I'll try to argue my way out of this.
It's a problem of intellectual stimulation. Difficult.
It might turn into addiction when you want drugs. It's not about intelligence, it's about seeking intelligence, I would say. It's about thinking that intelligence is the only thing that you need. And yeah, you will resort in doing drugs. How about that?
Developing an addiction, drugs, living themselves.
I'm kind of addicted in doing that.
Stimulate
As a joke.
extremely extreme criminal life.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, you're not very smart, because the smart thing to do is to restrain yourself, no matter how stupid people actually are. You gotta either be patient, do something for yourself, craft things that are non-violent. You have to avoid this by all means, of course. Self-violence, self-harm, or other people's harm should be avoided when you're intelligent. Yes, you can do it better than anyone else, but it's still not a good thing to do.
You might be disappointed about how the world works, or to...
I'm not disappointed in people. People just don't get to hang out with me if they are losers. And they should be disappointed in themselves that they cannot hang out with me. That they are not welcome in my community if they can't fucking handle my intelligence. I can sit there just being disappointed in the rest of the world, and I'll be fine with it, you know, because I'll just be better, you know? I am better. No need to fucking do criminal shit. What are we talking about here?
Work in the world.
Who are these people? Technically, we're talking about Luigi here, you know? Funny enough.
You end up choosing an extremist, which also...
And that also can be... In every situation, like, people project that onto me because I have high intelligence, like, you're plotting something. You're doing something weird. Come on, it has to be weird. Or every single idea that you have is an extremist idea. Alright, even if you don't do this or that, how about you just extremist? How about you just, like, so weird, so outlandish that no one should listen to you, and that's it. We get rid of you. People are actually... The thing that... I'm not disappointed in people. We're literally at war with these fucking idiots. We're literally at war because they constantly attempt to remove the smart person from society for no fucking particular reason, just because of spite, calling them extremists and all that shit, calling them out conspiracy. That's all you care about, bro. That's all you care about. And I have to have big ass tentacles to resist that exile, despite being the smart person around. They don't want me around. They want to claim that the brain cell that they have in their heads, they want it to fucking golden. They want to sell it as if it's fucking priceless. But you have to make me go first in line, unfortunately. They just want to pull me off. Like, imagine there's a line of people who want to sell their brains, who want to say smart things, and I'm just saying half of those things, you know. Depending on how society treats smart people and how they disqualify society versus smart people, how they disqualify me, basically, how they slowly go against me, because I always tend to win these like special moments in society of like, I'm gonna be the guy who stands up for himself. I'm gonna be the guy who slaps you in the wrist to not do certain things. I'm gonna be the guy who's gonna be really upset if you don't want to hang out with me. I'm gonna be the sensitive and a guy to go to, you know, relax a little bit. But there's only limited amount of space next to a smart guy. So it gets fucking upsetting for these people. They don't know what to do. They fucking start running around like roaches, climbing walls to try and get rid of you, trying to make up lies, get so uncomfortable with themselves. Even though they would benefit greatly if they just accepted the reality that is what it is, right? Everyone does that. Everyone is uncomfortable because, like, even no matter what position of power you hold versus a smart person, you are almost a nobody. In fact, you might be actually exposed as a criminal versus a smart person every single time. You have your role in society being threatened by smart people because they're gonna expose you, and you're gonna be exposed first potentially. You know, so everyone just like kind of trying to push away smart people, but it's basically impossible to push them away because smart people always gonna find a way back in, you know, always gonna find a reason to compel people to care about them anyways. Or they're gonna confront them. They're gonna have an argument. They're gonna start a fight. Because I really want to be in there, bro. Why are you excluding me? You can't. You can't win that fight because you're fighting a smart person. You shouldn't be excluding a smart person if I just find one. If society is not on the same consensus of like this smart person has to go, then I'll still be in there, you know? It's a very interesting dynamic that we just kind of touched on. And I have lived that dynamic. I have lived in a fucking tiny society when I was in this dead year moment. The year that technically gave me privilege. Technically, I did some tiny bit of crime, and it's negligible. It just like people forced me to trade in 1 year to do something different, to live in a society, and I'm like, okay. I sold it. I got so much out of it, pretty much. And very much you don't want to repeat that same deal. Because they're not going to give you the same good deal next time.
Of 5,000.
Yeah, so it's very interesting if US will start saving money. There's a precedent that people will have to get refunds for all the money that has been wasted. They deserve refunds. The government cannot just hoard all this money for themselves. They wouldn't know what to do, especially in the times of crisis when people just deserve to have their money back to be able to participate in economy. This is a brilliant thing, and yet it's not true. You think it's not true? It's brilliant. It should happen.
If my mental health was a priority, I wouldn't be as successful as I am. I mean,
I don't think we have to go further than that.
And that's just like a sad fact. Like I obviously never would have buried myself alive for 7
Yeah, he has to sacrifice a lot of things about himself.
7 days of solitary, 7 days.
And slowly turn into a fucking evil person.
Desert island, 7 days.
That we will have to dethrone by force almost.
Blah, blah. Being able to consistently suffer over long periods is like arguably one of the deepest modes. Like there's a reason no one makes videos like me. Like not even close, because no one wants to live the life I live. I think there was 1 year where I was flying like 200 days. Like I was on a plane. I mean, it was a fuck fest, but you know, to get these videos done. When I wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna be pretty fucking tired and feel like shit, something I always tell myself is how you feel right now is why no one else does what you want to do or does.
Yeah, you have to suffer in order to be ahead of everyone else. It's crazy. It's probably not true, by the way.
If my mental health was
But it's just like, that's his mental capacity to actually simplify things over and over and over again. But that's what's gonna make Mr. Beast actually blindfolded, thinking that he can just keep doing the same thing over and over again and be successful. Just because he suffers will make him successful, and that's not exactly the thing that's going on. If he suffers, he will deteriorate his mental health and not be able to get better and better content out. At some point, he will crash. That's my guess. My best guess.
Why is that?
The story of Shift. Pretty interesting. If we go back all the way into the typing machines, they have two sets of keys that you just shift down, and all of a sudden, the key that was lowercase is going to become uppercase. Very interesting.
Somebody caught Drake on a drone in his penthouse in Australia. Look.
Australia just doing their thing, bro. And Drake, he's doing his thing, which is gambling in Australia. This is the most Australian video ever, dude. Uh-oh. And he missed the most Australian throw ever, dude.
The only time that I secure.
Alright, so Pokimane kind of exposes herself as constantly as a sugar mama. Oh, wow. Who wouldn't want to be with her, right? First get cancelled, Pokimane. First get cancelled. First stop streaming your fucking stupidity, you know? Because at some point you have to stop. So the question is, where do you stop? This is why streaming is kind of crazy. Streaming is crazy game. Of when do you stop? Because at some point you're gonna start doing crazy things. You're gonna go in crazy. You're gonna start drama that you cannot fucking come out of. Every streamer is almost like a drama generator, basically. They become more and more extremist. Those people are extremists, and they live their lives as long as possible in the most extreme sense. But she'll get cancelled. We were finding rats. We're finding where the rats come from, basically. The fucking rat queen right here. And of course she wants to be a sugar mama, because being with a person who wants to be with her would be actually a privilege to her. It's crazy.
Sometimes when I'm streaming,
after all of this that she will do, that she will hang on to the extremism,
ranking
basically.
every.
Okay, I
If
did
you're
like
eating
too
a
many.
banana, which is the healthiest one? Each stage offers a completely different nutritional profile.
Well, apparently, I mean, every banana is different, guys.
It really is crazy when you realize that society is.
The reason why I like this is because there's a missing piece, which is anarchist, but like most people recognize these three types to some extent. And they forget anarchist because anarchist is not a fucking word. This guy didn't even fucking fish me out of here. You know? No one did, right? No one liked or fish me out of the... This has to be a word. This is the word that actually fits the best. Narcissist about making money and only money, simplifying the world into just money-making activity. If you're not making money, you're not like a legit person, basically. Psychopaths want power and to want to lie in themselves into power. And no matter... And once they're in the power, they're just gonna lie to keep the power. They just keep fucking lying. Just like PewDiePie gets in the point of power, in a position of power, and he's just like, hey, look, I have a child, please give me money. It's like that sort of behavior. Sociopaths keep changing their minds based on whoever is winning. They always try to be on the winning side. Well, whoever is the most attractive to them, they're just gonna try and lean and drill themselves in and cuddle with the most likable person in the room as best as they can, almost wasting their time. And throwing away old friends immediately, just without a care in the world.
No, you're all taking it out of context. See, I think you'll find it's actually called a Roman salute. What really concerned me was the amount of people that jumped to explain this away without even considering it properly. Your eagerness to brush this aside as himself and forgot not to use his arms are out, but this looks downright nearly identical, and well, that's kind of the source. You know what, let's give him the benefit of the doubt here and give them a side-to-side comparison. Yeah, no.
I made a website that looks like an AI image generator, and I ran ads for it on Google, so when people are searching for something like that, and my ad came up, they'd click on it and end up on my site. And I tried to help those people as much.
I do like this guy. I don't think we have to watch this, because you can watch his whole comedy channel, I guess, but he impersonates ChatGPT, bro.
I sent them this picture, and they said, can you put explosions in the background? And so I did. Had somebody else say they needed...
Oh, hey, excuse me.
How can I help you?
Can you...
I just love the craftsmanship sometimes of Scumbag Dad. He will never be different.
Hold this for me?
Sure.
I will never call him anything different.
Do you want to come inside and get a free cupcake?
Yeah, why not? That sounds great.
Okay. Here you go, sir.
This looks so good.
I think you have something in your eye.
Oh, I do? Did I get it?
Try this. Sir, do you remember where we met?
On the street.
We decided to give you a dozen free cupcakes to take home.
Wow, I can't believe this. Y'all are so nice.
Hey, Brad, check it out. You just went viral.
I went viral? Oh my God.
I saw this poor man sweeping the street. I invited him in and gave him free cupcakes. He told me where he was living.
On the street.
He was so happy from our kindness that he cried. We gave him free cupcakes. Follow so we can help the community.
Oh. Let's go take it for a test drive.
He did it, guys. For a very long time, this guy was putting together his engine, and it finally works.
Possibly a bunch of different reasons. You can definitely hear that I have an exhaust leak when I put my foot on the gas. Okay, we're up to 3,000 RPM. Not too shabby.
Okay, I don't know why Ava had the worst year of her life, guys. What happened there? But now that she's Powerpuff, she knows it's over. Am I right? Am I right? Max stats, let's go.
The opposite of this. If you're interacting with the narcissist.
So you can tell I was offered anti-narcissism, basically, TikToks quite a bit, like 5, 6 of them or something.
You'll probably notice they'll turn the little things into big things. They will misinterpret and distort everything you say, and they will give you the least...
They'll do small things into big things because they think they can just make things bigger, have bigger things, and they solve the problem because they just have bigger things. But if I pull out a weapon and they have a bigger weapon, I don't think the problem is solved. I think it just escalated. And there's a lot of fucking delusional narcissists who actually, escalate the problem because they think the bigger problem is better. They just have a simplified point of view in the world and so fucking deranged. But that's what it is. That's the simplification of narcissism as well.
I don't know who's
just go make things bigger, make more things.
Not ready to hear this, but the majority
despite not knowing what's right and wrong.
of rapists are created by women because women are the primary abusers of young boys and they alienate the biological father and bring bad men around kids. And the majority of rapists were abused as kids and grew up in fatherless households. Fix it.
Do you see how the rabbit hole goes? How deep it goes? If you listen to it carefully.
I don't know who's not ready to hear this, but the majority of rapists are created by women because women...
Not only that, like majority of these like legislations that make migration come into play, that's what women do. And women are attracted to all these like spicy men from other shittier countries, especially fucking Africans or whatever, but they can't quite handle that shit. But it's just like they like that. And other men have to just suck it up and deal with it. It's like insanity what's going on, especially in Europe. And hopefully Trump was going to try and flip these countries around. into taking care of themselves, of course, but inspiration is needed. Election year is going to happen soon, where we're going to realize who is what exactly, and still people are going to hate on that so fucking much.
One of the primary abuses of young boys.
So women abuse young boys or their children.
And they alienate the biological father and bring
They remove, they get into divorce, basically.
bad men around kids. And the majority
Bad men around kids, confirmed. I have seen bad men around me even. Could have been a lot worse if my mom was a little bit more active, but still the same as evil.
majority of rapists were abused as kids and grew up in fatherless households.
Yep, with single moms, basically.
Fix it, ladies.
He looks at the stats. The majority of people come from single mother households. And it's just the most insane thing ever. Of women still not capable of, like, they have a child, they still can't find a person that would fucking take care of them, would like them enough to be around with them, spend time with them. I even got almost a fucking sliver chance. Just like, we can hang out, like, I don't care if you have a child necessarily. It's, for me, it's different. I'm just fucking lonely. I don't get to talk to anyone, but it's just like, it's impossible, even at that point, for them to fucking suck it
The
up.
black sheep of a narcissistic or toxic
Okay, it's the same guy, actually.
family. Often the black sheep is...
The funny thing is, though, I might see the black sheep of, like, he literally don't play into the whole drama thing at all. He doesn't care. He just knows that it's narcissistic and it's like, it's not even realistic. Of the way the drama is going on, it's like, I'm trying to handle the drama. It's like, of course you're winning. Of course it's
just
the
someone
gems.
who has unsubscribed from the narcissistic family's reality. They have learned how to have boundaries, how to say no, how to be their own person, how to be autonomous. And in the toxic family, a narcissistic family, all of those things are completely unacceptable. And they'll act like you're the problem for standing up for yourself, that you're the problem for having boundaries and not putting up with disrespect. That's how they will see you. But honestly, in these kinds of scenarios, they are doing you a favor. Because often the black sheep is someone who's just no longer willing to put up with the BS, who isn't willing.
Want to know the fastest way to make a narcissist
See how many, bro?
spiral? Try to hold them accountable for literally anything. The second that you call them out, watch very carefully at what happens, because first they'll try to deny everything, even if you have proof. That never happened, you're crazy, and then they'll try to flip the script.
It's called gaslighting, basically. They will gaslight you as much as possible to try make you the problem of whatever the fuck you're complaining, whatever you feel angry about. They will use your anger against you because that's just what they want to do so fucking badly.
Do you know who's in trouble with this economy? The radio. You know who else loses? The newspaper. You think it's smart to buy this ad? I don't. Magazines are in trouble, my friends, because Gucci buying this ad for $50, $60, $80,000 is Clown City in 2008. You think there's ROI on this? There's not. I think you get a Twitter account, get 30 interns, and you start interacting with your community, and you make much more ROI. You want to see something cool? Let's zoom in over here. We have 125 people watching me on Ustream. How many?
Yeah, why am I not getting paid to promote anything at all across the internet? Why? Why not me? Pay me. Buy me. I'm probably pretty fucking cheap. Send everyone products. Like, right now, we're living in a social media age where you can just throw products all over the place and become fucking insanely popular for doing so. People always forget how to market themselves in the new age, They always can't keep up with the technologies. They're always behind, and I really need to highlight that.
I don't know what to do.
Especially the very old Gary Vee, the Gary Vee that not get downgraded over time.
Because I'm looking for a job, and all of the easy jobs, all the ones that have, you know, very little requirements, very little expectations even, seem too difficult. Like, because for me, going to the doctor and coming home is a day. That's a day for me. Like, I come home from that and that's it. That's all I got in me. You know, I can do some chores maybe around the house, but like a full-time job, a part-time job, like, I mean, being in a place.
It is very exhausting. I had a job for like 1.5 years. And what I asked is to cut hours in half, so it's kind of like a part-time job and it was still fucking juicy, you know? 2 days a week, and I was sort of like doing it I was hanging, you know, 2 days a week. It was still a toxic environment. It was still disgusting, basically. And it was, I was stupid enough not to get fresh air. I was so stupid, actually, thinking about it. I probably fucking damaged my body quite a bit because of that. But overall, I was doing night shift, day shift, doesn't fucking matter as long as I don't work for too long throughout the week, right? As long as I have much time to recover, it's fine. Well, that's just the way I handled it. Right now, I don't have to worry about nothing. I just have to worry about taking care of my mom and dad. Whatever problems they have, you know, I'll take care of that as best as I can. I know it's my responsibility now. Because that's where the money is, you know? Sometimes money don't come from jobs, sometimes they just come from other people. Think about it. Most of the time it will come from other people. It's just you don't associate job as leeching from the boss, you know? You pretend that you're doing a good job for society and you get rewarded. It's just like very non-directional interaction, but most of the money will come from other people. So think about it that way. When it comes to like question mark of like, where do I get money? Other people. You can always just ask other people. You have to need friends. First, you don't need a job, but you need more friends. You have all these questions laying around of like, I can't handle things, I'm autistic or whatever. First of all, you're not autistic. You just have a hard time already because you're isolated, you're privatized as a person. You're isolated, so you cannot handle the pressure of being around other people. And you should try and fight back against that. And your highest priority should be finding friends as best as you can. It's funny because you should go to a doctor and come out with 3 friend recommendations of who to connect to. That's what doctors are supposed to actually do, because it's the resource that people need the most in order to survive the privatization of every single individual. Of like, you a private individual and you need your own money. That is the dumbest thing that you have been lied to about.
And Coke was about $11 a 12-pack. Check the rollback. $6.88.
Oh no, poison rolled back.
I will never forget the fact that we burned for 100 years, but the light bulb companies wanted to make more money, so they made them burn out every year or so. And I realized that we don't use incandescent bulbs anymore. We mostly use LED. But
so that was just a lie, not like a stretching of truth, not like a little white lie, like just a.
And then he gets debunked.
Made you have to fucking upgrade. Planned obsolescence. That's from the Phoebus cartel. That's from the light bulb companies. Stop lying, Josh. Come on.
I keep seeing people talk about in their cars or at their home how they are getting either laid off or that they can't find a job. And in the year of 2025, you must now know that the only way to get a job is through nepotism and or deep connections. Companies larger than your local McDonald's will not allow you to show up in person and give them a firm handshake and hand them your resume. And they
through friends, my friends.
Mushrooms are not plants, so stop trying to cook them as if they were. They are full of
that was kind of interesting.
Water and do not burn easily. In fact, some might
It's not burning.
say they are actually quite difficult to burn. You should not be afraid of overcooking these guys. And they'll absorb liquids like a sponge, not just
That's
water,
crazy.
but oil too. So don't add anything to the pan when sauteing mushrooms at first. Allow the water that's in the cooking, they are still extremely resistant to burning. So at the end, when they're done, is when you can add the things that you
No, mushrooms are cool.
This was in El-salvador.
What the fuck?
This was in El-salvador prison, and this is one now. How does
I want one too!
a prison go from
I don't
being
want this
gang
prison
controlled
too!
to now a prison where the prisoners themselves are helping to rebuild the country?
Why is El Salvador making the greatest technology ever? Because they had the greatest criminals ever as well.
El Salvador. Today, I am taking you inside of the world's most unconventional and most productive prison in the entire.
Finally, basically. If you working here, you will get your sentence cut by half, basically. And they're creating a lot of fucking, resources that people can use. And they wear their own made clothing as well. It is fucking OP. Amazing. For people just like learn skills, stop this mental illness shit. It's the perfect solution. Across the world, this technology is the most, demanding or in highest demand right now. Instead of being prisons being the leeches of society, they can actually produce the society, and we can cut people's sentences in half. It's a win, 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 win. And my house is on fire because I'm winning right now. I can get a new house anytime, bro. Australia, guys.
The cost of living is up too. Are you fucking for real? $30.
Welcome to Australia, bitches.
This is crazy. According to the Social Security database, this is the amount of people alive.
You get the idea. It has been reiterated many, many times.
According to Social Security.
There's a lot of people who are 200 years old, guys. We gotta find them.
Round one game.
Already disproven. Of course. I can't wait to hear about the disproval.
Round one, game one. Why are we on Mars? What?
I love that. I love that we can be on Mars on GeoGuess, right? I felt like that when I was in Argentina.
Has to be Mongolia, because, like, what? Is it this one national park down here?
National park.
It's the only thing I think of that looks like Mars on Earth. Yes. Okay.
Let's go, baby.
I am finding millions of these things all over the beach. Look at that. Wow.
And then it's Australia. Welcome. Australia's a fucking weird place, I swear. It works. No need to cut, but yeah, that's cool.
This flashlight is probably older than I am, but it still works. What's cool about
It
it is
works.
that it uses no batteries. Instead, you squeeze the handle, which
It uses Elon Musk.
spins a mechanism that produces electricity. I'm curious to see
It uses Tesla.
what's inside it. First, the bezel around the dynamo,
there's nothing
but
inside.
I wasn't
I don't
getting
know.
a reading. Then I realized it ain't not DC.
Oh,
Sure
wow.
enough, construction of this flashlight. Here's a comparison.
Oh, so you can change the light bulb?
This is consuming about the
Let's go, baby.
same amount of power.
Upgrade, please.
Should I modify the flashlight?
Fuck asshole part 2, little bitch. This is gonna blow your minds. Welcome to Asia. That's your sofa right there. Now
Over the
roll
years,
it
I-
and ship it to your door.
Textured a lot of blocks for my resource pack, but there are
I mean, that kind of makes sense if you just remove all the air from your sofa. It's just a blanket.
a couple blocks that truly scare me to my core. Those, of course,
What?
being the blocks with animated.
This guy is a good redesigner.
So
of
rather
cars-
than spend any days, I went
Minecraft.
and like flip the text, actually create a couple more shades, which
Show,
led us
and
to
that's
this
it.
final product. And then, of course, I
Goodbye.
Can you remove coins from the
That was kind of interesting, like a looking puzzle, right?
Infinity Labyrinth? This is a Mobius strip. You can start from any.
Just kind of roll it around and flip it, whatever, and then it comes off.
So I came on holiday to Lithuania, and I've decided.
Welcome to Lithuania, and he decided to run away from Lithuania, actually.
Well, it looks like
into Poland.
Doge just
No particular reason. He likes it, actually. Not Ireland is shit, he realized.
uncovered one of the biggest. I can't even
Biggest?
believe the stuff that they're uncovering.
I invented the Snackume, the first handheld vacuum for picking up all your favorite snacks and delivering them directly to your mouth while keeping your hands pristinely clean. Our wrist-mounted
Thank you for wasting my electricity, though.
vacuum features a high suction hose just
How long does it work?
beyond your
This
own
is a real product.
finger. So now when you sit down with your snack, simply press the power button and dive into your dusty snack bag, firmly gripping your chip without any human contact.
It is fucking meme, though.
Every single person you see right
It does not save time by any means.
here are prisoners here in
We saw that.
And we have breaking news. This afternoon, February 13th, DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, has officially entered the IRS. In reports coming from all major media sources, one of Elon Musk.
Yes, there's so much shit going on.
Well, this was going to happen. AI is forming its own values. And what do we do about that? Reasoning model.
I don't know.
Fun fact.
Terminator has been created.
Poland's minimum wage than the US federal minimum wage.
Let's go. Poland is just the best place in the
While
world
many
right
states have their own laws governing minimum wage, the US federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, and it's been that way since 2000.
Poland is so goated that it's hard to sit and breathe their air as Lithuanian. They have their own air. I think I owe them an apology, but I'll keep that air. Thank you very much.
9, and the US federal minimum wage doesn't seem to be based on anything. Poland.
They deserve that air that I breathe, but maybe I'm Polish. Who knows?
However, calculates their minimum wage based on inflation. Poland raises its minimum wage every year on January 1st based on the expected inflation for the coming year. Additionally, if yearly inflation is over 5% in June.
Yes, they actually give a fuck about inflation. Who would have thought that's a good idea, right?
I needed eggs, so I woke up and got to Costco as...
Let's go in the egg line. What the fuck is this?
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders.
He actually transformed his life. This is the inspiring moment of like, yeah, he dressed up, he got a haircut, and now he's just selling water down the street, right? It's like, hey, I'm homeless. You wanna buy water? Easy, bro. Maybe they need water. It's fine. Now the problem is, I don't have cash. Fuck off. You know?
This is
That's where the shit gets really fucking stupid.
how bad things have got. The fertility rate in Europe. Such
fertility rate is red alert. We're dying. We're cutting ourselves in half every single fucking year.
a big topic, and this topic is not going to go anywhere. But man, does this map really show how bad it really is. First of all, there's two places often mentioned when it comes to fertility rate. One is South Korea.
50 years ago, we could have lived on a single parent wage. Now there's greed. Because people's intentions were privatized, and now they don't care about you anymore.
And the other one is Italy. Italy's at 1.18. To be at replacement level, you need to be at 2. So one man and one...
2 children per household plus a little bit more. The thing is, we can fix that. The dude economy can just like figure out a way not to make more children, because that's fucking stupid, but to create more industry for children to manifest, basically. Even if you make a child and you don't like to have a child, you realize it's fucking trash. Instead of doing abortion, how about you test for a few years, maybe like, okay, your child is crying and pooping in your mouth. I'm sorry, we'll take that from you. You don't like having a child. I'm sorry, you tested. So people stop thinking about whether we should have a child or not. Just have it and see how it goes. And we'll take it from there, you know, if you don't like it. Yes, dude economy will incorporate women to babysit child until they grow up or be taken care of. It's orphanage, bro. We just expand orphanage tenfold or whatever. Whatever it takes for people to be confident that they can try to have children. At least try. Jesus fucking Christ, man. it's not hard, you know, it's not hard taking care of a child, but the responsibility is like, oh, we have to send it to school, we have to buy all this and that and this for those, and it's like, fuck, what the fuck is that shit, bro? We have to eliminate all these like clouds of economical pressure on people. We have to remove these clouds. The only way to do it is through the economy, bro.
Did you know that there's actually a really interesting relationship in the animal kingdom where your heart rate is inversely related
And
to
the
your
dude is
lifespan?
over there. The dude is over. It doesn't matter. Life expectancy doesn't matter for a human. We're just built different. There is ass. There is ass, bro. What is ass doing there? Did anyone fucking look at this? And not cringe. Not point a finger. What is ass do? Why is there Sa in the list? Oh my god, it's also... Yeah.
He was dead serious when he said that we can only retire 10,000 people a month because the retirement paperwork...
Fucking, I hate Asians. I can't trust Asians.
Paper is kept in a limestone mine.
This isn't a Valentine's Day gift. It's a wind turbine that has no blades. The wind turbines that definitely don't look
Fuck yeah, better. Kills less birds. Let's go, bro.
A Chinese marketer.
Anything but nuclear energy. It's so scary.
A Chinese marketer is showing the internet how it's done. Tony Zhu, or Tony from LC Sign, has gone viral for his hilarious social media video.
Not interested. A teacher gave a final
love that
exam
shit.
where students had to draw and achieve a high score in the shortest possible time. While walking around the classroom, the teacher noticed one student drawing in an incredibly surprising and unconventional way. The student used a ruler and 2 pens to make their drawing perfectly identical to the reference image. What do you think about this?
I think teacher got trolled.
This is an Indian...
I can't wait to get this job.
Train connector job.
By the way, the reason 349 why trains are bullshit. Oh my god, bro. What is this?
And it pays about $2,000 a day.
What is this, bro? Holy shit, man.
A Thai person gave me this bamboo cup and I tried to drink out of this side and they're like, that's the wrong side. And I was like, what do you mean it's the wrong side? He was like, the foreigners have really long noses, so we cut out a hole for your nose. You have to drink this side. So it really does accommodate my long nose.
Fuck yeah. I feel like it's Thailand. Very close to Australia.
So how many of you have seen the video about the mum in Adelaide that actually went
If you had a longer nose, you would spawn in Australia instead.
into her 12-year-old daughter's classroom
While traveling.
where the bully was that had been bullying her daughter for over a year?
There's an explanation for that. This is Australia.
The mother was at her wit's end. If you've only seen the clip...
No, she just turned into a demon.
If you want to increase your self-awareness, you need to know about mood
I kind of want to highlight this guy at some point. There's dudes that I want to highlight that might have information, especially this max stats storyline that I'm going through. Like, this guy is potentially needed in there.
In
Have it in there,
2025,
bro.
I'm dating for money, not love. I'm sorry. I'm dating for money.
I kind of just saved this video for the sake of maybe I also do a future video so you can tell this video is coming to an end pretty much.
So
One
this is
more.
just as interesting
Bonus meme.
as it
Let's
is
find
unsettling, but recent research has suggested that plants may in fact be sentient beings.
Experimental science.
Let's go.
Give me your phone, bro. Give me your phone.
Alright, the bonus meme is that after self-defense, this is what started happening. This is what happens after self-defense, after you approached by a dude who wants your phone because they're uncomfortable that you're filming them. Oh my god. And now they will be uncomfortable while you're filming them. He has something in his eye.
You want me to call the cops for you or not?
Can you just call him for me?
Bro, I don't have a phone. I need to borrow your phone. Just unlock it. I'll call for you, man. Don't trip.
I'll take your phone from you. Don't
Dude, you
worry.
need help, bro. You need help, man. Don't you want help? Hey, call the ambulance for this guy, man. Yo, just sit down, man. Just sit down.
Right there, that's your car, that's your car, that's your car, that's your car right there. That's your car right there.
Money over my head, bro. Bleed in my eyes. All right.
Here, come
He got best bonus meme ever. See you guys next time.